And a very good evening, hockey fans. Thank you for joining us here from WIAA Ice Arena here in Stevens Point. It's playoff time here in the WIAA Division I, and it's two teams that are very, very familiar with each other in do-or-die games. It is the SPASH Panthers and the Cardinals of Chippewa Falls here on Zaleski Sports. My name is Mike Wendland, Ryan Rasmussen on the production side of things. Now here from WIAA, it's your Auto Select pregame show. Auto Select is Stevens Point's best choice for auto repairs, maintenance, and tires with complete auto repair services. Our locations on Church Street and Highway 10 East in Stevens Point, Schofield Avenue in Weston. No matter your automotive needs, look to Auto Select and you're good to go. These teams need no introduction. Last 2 years, they have matched up. In the last 2 years, Chippewa Falls has ended the season of the SPASH Panthers. 2 years ago was the sectional final up in Hudson. Last year, in one of the biggest upsets in the state in years, it was Hudson coming in and knocking off the, at that point, undefeated, top-seeded Panthers 4-1 in this very game last season. Our Zamboni heads off the ice, so we're going to take a quick word from our friends at Auto Select. Take a look at these two teams, what to expect from this one, and also to kind of break down what happened before this game, because it was a thriller as well. We'll have highlights for that later on tonight, all coming up right here on Zaleski Sports.
Vehicle maintenance is vital to your day-to-day life. That's why Auto Select of Stevens Point reminds you to be sure to schedule regular oil changes, tire rotations, and general inspections to keep your vehicle in great shape. Let the helpful, friendly staff at Auto Select ensure your vehicle continues to keep you and your passengers safe on the roads, as well as keep your vehicle functioning the way it was intended. For quality, dependable automotive care from service experts, place your trust in Auto Select of Stevens Point. At Auto Select, you're good to go.
Our Auto Select pregame show continues here on Zaleski Sports. Again, my name is Mike Wendland. Glad to be with you guys. When you look at these two teams, Chippewa Falls coming in 10-14 is the number 6 seed, and Coach Matt Lukowitz is going to be relying on his big goaltender. Drew Brovold has been spectacular. He's got a .922 save and 5 shutouts this season. He's 9-13 overall in the net this year for the Cardinals. We match up with Zach Burdick, the junior, 17-3 for SPASH. He was 4th in the state in wins and save percentage. He was 1st in shutouts with 9. Again, that .944 save for the man they call Birdie for the SPASH Panthers. Both these teams have had some tough schedules going in here. SPASH coming off a 21-3 regular season with 3 losses. Neenah, Hudson, and Wausau West, all 1 or 2 seeds. If they're a top seed in Division I, the odds are they have played the SPASH Panthers. So we'll take a look at the bracket for all these teams that are 4 games in action tonight. We also have one in a different division with Menominee and Black River Falls on our airways as well. But you look at the matchups here. Hudson and Tomahawk, that's a huge one, a really fun one. Look at Memorial's up in Superior. This one here, and then Wausau West hosting New Richmond. New Richmond, the lowest remaining seed in the tournament this season. So as we get set for our intros, as both teams wait to take the ice, nets are in place. We're waiting for our officials. This has been your Auto Select pregame show. Auto Select, Stevens Point's best choice for auto repairs, maintenance, and tires with complete auto repair services. Locations, Church Street, Highway 10 East in Stevens Point, Schofield Avenue in Weston. No matter your automotive needs, look to Auto Select and you're good to go. We talked about the goaltender matchup. Let's take a look at some of the top scorers from these two teams. Grant Molsky leads the way for SPASH. 71 points. He was 11th in the state in points. 36 of those were goals. That was 10th in the state. 207 career points for the senior, one of the captains. Grady Miller, 11 points shy of 200 in his career for SPASH. And you look at the Cardinals, Dane Chris leads the way, 14 goals, 10 assists, 24 points on his season for the Cardinals. Our officials have taken the ice and the lights have turned down. As out come the Cardinals as they emerge, being led by their gargantuan goaltender, Drew Brovold. He has been, again, he was the star last year when these two teams met. 48 saves in that win last year here at WIAA. He was the definition of a goalie stealing a game. He has been phenomenal. And there's no doubt, as only a sophomore when his career is done, he's going to have a bunch of records for the Cardinals of Chippewa Falls. And now we'll get set. We'll get the spotlights about to turn on. Just about time for Zach Burdick to lead the Panthers out. First time in a while the team is fully healthy. They got all of their regular skaters back tonight. As here they come, Burdick leading the way. Both goaltenders in their number 31 sweaters. As for one of these two teams, this will be the last time in 2026 they wear these jerseys, at least in this winter of 2026. So we'll turn things over to our public address.
And now, the Cardinals from Chippewa Falls. In goal, the sophomore, number 31, Drew Robo. The defense, the junior, number 3, Austin Burnett. At defense, the sophomore, number 6, Eli Burmaster. At forward, the freshman, number 5, Andrew Aver. At forward, the sophomore, number 9, Dave Nista. And at forward, the junior, number 16, Matt Bennett. The Cardinals are coached by Mr. Matt Lukowitz. Coach Lukowitz is assisted by Jason Krista, Carter Williams, and Ryder Nibble. And now, the Panthers from Team Point Area Senior High. In goal, a junior, number 31, Zach Burley. At defense, a sophomore, number 10, Jackson Lee. At defense, a senior, number 25, Joe Fournier. At the team, a senior, number 8, Ricky Miller. At center, a senior, number 2, Grant Mosey. And at right wing, a sophomore, number 13, Bo Schrader. The Panthers are led by head coach Matt Hogan. Coach Hogan is assisted by Bill Moss, Dave Bolton, and Daniel, Adam Lewis, Jason Sterling, and Chris Johnson. Before the game begins, as we honor our recognition, the men and women serving our country, both at home and abroad, fighting for the freedoms you enjoy. We ask that you please stand if you are able and remember your hats. And now sing the national anthem, the SPASH counterpoint, under the direction of Mr. Luke Assett.
Who
Our anthem concluded. We're moments away from puck drop here in this regional final. Winner moves on to face either Wausau West or New Richmond. If it's New Richmond, whoever wins will host. If it's Wausau West, it'll be at Marathon Park on Tuesday night. And these two teams, no strangers in playoff hockey. Last 2 years, it's been the Cardinals who have gotten the better of the SPASH Panthers. Well, the younger team this year for Chippewa Falls, young and getting better. I just talked to some of the other media crews here, and they were talking about this team and how good Brovold has been and how young they are in both the rest of this year and going into the future years, how dangerous they're going to be. And we'll see how the matchup. SPASH in their white, they'll skate right to left, left to right, and their black jerseys are the Cardinals. Taking the draw is going to be Matthew Fournette against Grant Molsky. Face-off taken, won by the Panthers, and we've begun. That's swept in by Bo Schrader. Little dump in chase behind the net. That'll be swung all the way around back to Jackson. Flees on the point, takes a long-range shot, caught and held by Brovold. 12 seconds in. Again, Drew Brovold, 9-13, a .922 save percentage this season. He's got 5 shutouts. Draw taken and one back. Poirier, a shot is blocked out in front. That one chipped high off the glass and cleared down. Will that roll toward the net? It'll be on net and paddled away by Burdick as Jerome Poirier settles it. He'll backhand it up the left wing boards for Schrader, and that's back into neutral ice. All right, go and tag up as Schrader looks to chip it forward, and he does in on the left side, but is played back to neutral ice. Trying to backhand one through there was Elijah Burmeister. And they'll dump it in and chase, go off on a line change, as that's going to be turned over right in front of the net. But we're going to get a penalty right away on SPASH. And we're going to get an immediate Chippewa Falls power play. 49 seconds in, as Fleece going to the box for tripping. So an immediate power play for the Cardinals. Easton Skelton takes the draw, and it's one back to the point. Burmeister fires a shot, caught and held by Burdick. Might as well that tonight's game is brought to you by Blinds and Designs by Kelly, Premier Auto Body, Stevens Point Brewery, Lee Ayers Jewelers, Point Heating and Cooling, and Portesi Pizza. Face off one again. But Fletcher Schrader on the penalty kill will just clear it back down out there with Benny Abbott, Beckett Carroll, and Logan Ostricki back on the ice. He missed some time this year. That one chipped forward and then dumped in. And they're going to call that an icing, as that was not touched by Fletcher Schrader. It wasn't touched by anyone. It banked all the way down. We'll have a face-off in the Chippewa Falls zone. 25 seconds killed off on the Fleece penalty. A tripping call again on Fleece. It gives Cardinals a power play, but a face-off taken and tied up. And Zach Ostricki. Now here's Abbott in on the penalty kill as he battles along the right wing board. Is pinned on the boards by Burmeister. That's gloved down. Banked forward and back toward the blue line, and they'll try and break things out with Austin Fournette. Played back for Dane Christo, their leading scorer. Abbott's got away. He's got a backhand in as they had to go and tag up, and they'll get a couple of the new penalty killers out there, Jace Deedy and Teddy Westrick. Krista will send it to the right wing, right on the tape, and around the corner. Fournette wires a shot, sends it wide, trying to go far side. It's going to bank all the way down. It's Matthew Fournette, leading goal scorer, 14 on the season for him. Him and Krista both with 14 leading the way. As that one is going to be chipped in past Westrick, and no, it's going to be pinned up against the blue line. Deedy leaning on the forward. Plays back for Burmeister. That one chipped in off of Westrick and Fournette. Ostricki battling behind the net. A big hit right off the puck as Beckett Carroll erased Fournette. Now here is Beckett Carroll. He'll skate out with it, up and wheel things back, kill some time. 18 seconds left on the penalty. He'll bank it for Max Middlestad. He'll skate in on side with Johnny Weiss. Weiss says someone's without a stick. So that one banked back down. Is going to pinball toward the goal line, and it will be an icing, and that kills off the penalty. So Fleece out of the box. We'll go to 5-on-5. It'll be Fleece and Poirier, Middlestat, Fisher, and Weiss. I see Colin Seubert. Zachary Black will take the draw face-off one cleanly, back for Fleece. He'll fire one through traffic. That's now off of Johnny Weiss's shin pad. He was trying to set that screen, and that'll just be banked in, back behind the net. Burdick will sweep it to the corner. That one again, chipped back to neutral ice and backhanded to the blue line. Poirier will go and recover. Long range pass, give and go with Middlestat. 3-on-2. Middlestat wires one high. Weiss on net, easy play, caught and held by Brovold. 13:40 to go here in the first period. Remind us all that Simplicity CU is bringing home the win with great mobile options and the right loan for your family, business, or home. Check them out, simplicity.coop today. That one pinballing around. Burmeister will send it back behind the net for Austin Frenette. Krista battling along the right wing. He gets hit by Molsky, and it's going to be taken by Krista. He'll get it out into neutral ice, and they'll skate in with it with Frenette. Long range blocked by Reed Molsky. Molsky and Ostricki, the young defensive line, as Miller deflects the centering attempt there. Now here is Zach Ostricki on the rush. In up the right wing, dumps it in. They'll chase it down with the top line. Schrader and Miller on the forecheck. That one pitchforked up and not out. It got deflected in, and it's into the corner. Burmeister now. That's banked all the way back to neutral ice. Ostricki tied up with Frenette. That's in with Burdick. He'll play it aside for Reed Molsky. He'll bank it for Grant Molsky. It's behind him and turned over. Molsky pinned along the boards by Carter Johnson, and now he's out with it with Grady Miller. Miller avoids a check. He'll just send it in. They'll chase it back down as Molsky up the right wing. Molsky knocked off the puck, but there's Bo Schrader. He'll leave it for Molsky. Centering. Ostricki can't get a clean shot off. He fans on it. And that's intercepted back by Miller. He'll send it in, go off on a change. He'll get the Abbott line along with Fletcher Schrader. That's knocked down Ostricki in right in front of us here at center ice. Bodie Custer. That one sent all the way down. That'll be an icing with 12:04 on the clock. Shots 2-1 for SPASH here in the early going. Fletcher Schrader takes the draw. That one tied up and won by the Panthers. Westrick all the way across for Ostricki, right point. He'll take a shot through some traffic. May have gotten blocked out in front. No, they're saying a save was made, so it did get all the way through. Ostricki ties up, and they get it off. A shot to score! The Cardinals strike first! At 5:12. It is Samuel Johnson with his third goal of the season. It is 1-0 Cardinals as he got one through traffic and over the shoulder of Burdick. We'll wait for the assists, but first man through was Johnson. Face-off won by SPASH. Here's Fleece. Weiss will then just send it in, and they'll play it back behind. Brovold will stop it behind his own net. That one close. And Weiss can't put it through. Johnson unassisted with the goal at 5:12. Another one on net, blockered away by Burdick. Frenette skating with some speed, but Poirier forces a turnover. Poirier out with it. He gets around, trying to dangle through, and it's paddled away. Some good defensive help there from the Cardinals. Back for Middlestat, who covers the point with Poirier on the rush. There's Frenette. He'll try and bank one up and out. He does. Back toward neutral ice. Chased down there by Poirier. Home run pass. Weiss trying to dump it off for Middlestat indirect. That's intercepted by Carter Johnson. Johnson looking to center, and a save made by Burdick. Ethan Fisher will just dump it down and clear it. They'll go all the way back down once again on net. Burdick steers it aside. Here's Molsky now out with it. 3-on-2 developing if they can hurry. Molsky right up the middle. Goes around, backhand, and a save made on a poke check by Brovold. Back to the point it goes. Zach Ostricki back for Molsky. Miller, a shot. That's blocked out in front. Rebound sent wide. Shots now 4-4. Miller for Schrader, a shot and a save made. Miller knocked off the puck. He goes back for Molsky. He'll backhand it to the corner for Bo Schrader. He gets pinned off the puck, but he keeps it on his stick. Zach Ostricki for Schrader. Long saucer for Reed Molsky. Through some traffic and a shot made. Save made by Brovold. Grant Rolski to Reed Molsky. They'll play it forward behind the net for Schrader. Miller trying to center. That's intercepted by Easton Skelton, but he can't get it out. Molsky battling. It's in the skates of Skelton. Molsky keeps it on his stick. So sustained pressure for SPASH. That one tipped and blocked out in front. Schrader wires one. Save made. Brovold square to it, and he'll cover up. .9:39 to go here in the first. 1-0 Cardinals on the goal, unassisted by Samuel Johnson, the junior, his third of the season. Okay, with just 3 points, 2 goals and an assist as we'll drew the face-off again. Fournette will take the draw against Fletcher Schrader. Matthew Fournette. Face-off won by SPASH. Back for Logan Ostricki. He'll take a shot. That's blocked out in front. Another one blocked out in front. That one blocked by Andrew Hebert. And we're going to get no penalty. It almost looked like it might have been a hook on Schrader. Now 3-on-1. Krista, and that's a pass that's behind and off the knee of Fournette. It's a big chance for the Cardinals as they couldn't capitalize there. Here's Logan Ostricki. Home run pass for Abbott. Abbott gets knocked off the puck. He's trying to center. That's loose. Schrader trying to backhand. That's blocked. Westrick back for Beckett Carroll. Carroll backhands one down the right wing boards for Fletcher Schrader. Schrader back for Carroll. Carroll looking for the shot pass for Westrick. That's into the corner. Played behind the net by Austin Fournette. Here's Schrader. That one glove knocked down. We're going to get an icing. Yes, we will, with 8:43 on the clock here in the first. Right, so you can find a great variety of breakfast options at the Rock and Roll Cafe. Breakfast, lunch, Friday fish fry, and service with a smile. Open daily, breakfast and lunch, only on Stanley Street in Stevens Point. Millstat will take the draw. And that's won by SPASH. Weiss will just send it around. Third line in. Weiss, Fisher, and Middlestat. Middlestat centers for Weiss. And a save made by Brovold. Fleece and Poirier chasing down along with Johnson and Zachary Black as that's dropped off. Here comes Middlestat up to the slot. Gets a natural pick from Fisher. Wires a shot, and that's maybe off the tip of the glove of Brovold. Fleece keeps it in. He'll take a shot through traffic, bouncing wide. Deflected out in front. Weiss battling with Fisher. They put on net. Another save down off behind the net. Continue to battle. Fleece from the faceoff dot. Shot is whistling high and wide. It'll bank all the way back down to neutral ice for Poirier. On a change, and Weiss was offside. That's going to bring the faceoff all the way down here. With 7:51 on the clock. Faceoff will come to the near side dot here. Pass is a bit too strong, and that'll bring up the SPASH top line. Molsky, Miller, and Schrader. They'll match up with the top line for the Cardinals. Fournette will take the draw against Molsky. Face-off won by Grant Molsky. They'll battle along the left wing. Fournette will just send it in. Here's Beckett Carroll. He'll take the long pass. That's deflected in by Schrader. Molsky trying to get in there, but that's picked off by Burmeister and then turned over. Here's Miller up the right wing. Miller gets around one defender. Looking for the tough angle. A shot save made. Brovold diving, still loose, and he's got it. Again, Drew Brovold, the sophomore, listed at 6'2", 170. He definitely looks bigger than 6'2". Face-off taken by Chippewa Falls. Back behind the net for the sophomore Elijah Burmeister. Turnover, Ostricky can walk into a shot, and it's deflected high and up and into the netting. Shots 10-4 for SPASH with 7:22 to go here in the first. Again, last year, you can't help but think a little bit. Brovold, 48 saves in that one. He was absolutely phenomenal. Face-off taken and won by the Cardinals again. Centering, and that's just behind Schrader. Chris Ewelton pulling up the air. It's gloved down by Ostricky in the zone. He'll sauce one for Miller. Miller looking to win all the way across. Still loose into the skates and cleared back down the ice. Be chased down there by Beckett Carroll. He's being hounded by Andrew Hebert. Hebert turns it over, and we're going to get a penalty. A hooking call on Hebert. At 10 minutes on the nose. Face-off one back for Poirier. He'll leave it for Molsky, and they'll set up. Molsky drops it for Poirier, looking to sauce, deflected just wide. Chased down there by Miller. Carroll for Poirier. Poirier long pass. Molsky can't handle it. He'll chase it back down. It stays in the zone. Molsky dangles around to the dot. Seeps it on his stick on the backhand all the way around. Looking for a wraparound. Pinned against the post. And covered up by Brovold. Another stop. That's 12 in the period for Brovold. Face-off one back for Beckett Carroll. He'll go D-to-D with Poirier. Poirier for Molsky at the dot. Centering pass tipped wide. Burmeister was tying up Benny Abbott. Poirier through traffic sent wide looking for that right post. That's going to be bouncing pass and out to neutral ice. Chase down there. Allows a change for the penalty killers. Miller gets around Burmeister. Sorry, Fournette, I should say. Back for Poirier. Back for Miller. Miller settles it, looks to get it more toward the blade, the end of the blade. Poirier plays it back for Miller. One-timer wide. Miller keeps it in, gets it on for Carroll. Carroll drops it for Abbott. Abbott looking for Molsky. That's tipped wide by Krista. Now a race for it. SPASH, those top line tired. They've been out there the entire power play. Carroll for Miller, he's in onside. Miller for Molsky. Molsky can't handle it. It's into the corner, chased down by Abbott. Abbott tries to center it back, and Krista just pitchforks it up and into the rafters. That'll be an offensive zone face-off for SPASH with 5:18 on the clock. 18 seconds left on the Hebert penalty. Might as well buy 3, get 1 free. Tire sales now on Shiro Tire and Auto Service. That's buy 3 tires, get 1 free. Find your location, ShiroTire.com. Fletcher Schrader takes the draw against Black, and it's won by the Cardinals, but it's gloved down by Fleece at the point. He'll play catch. Fleece walks into some traffic. It's blocked out in front off of Jaron Bolton. So he was trying to screen. Ostricky with it now. Ostricky fans on his attempt. That's cleared. Chased down there by Fleece, and that will kill off the penalty. We're back to 5-on-5. Both teams with a PK here in the early going. Schrader jumps back in, leaves it back for Bolton, battling with Fournette. Now Bo Schrader, gloved down by Ostricky. He'll backhand it for Bo Schrader. Schrader still with it, walks into it, looking for a shot, no. And that's going to be banked forward. And now a race is on. Here's Zachary Black on a breakaway. Shot, gloved and held by Burdick. Huge save for Zach Burdick, robbing Zachary Black. 4:33 to go here in the first. Face-off won by the Cardinals. Krista sends a shot wide. Stepping in there, Aiden Sy. That'll make all the way down for Fisher. His played back out. And they'll just dump it in and chase it back down. The young defense line, Molsky and Ostricki, the brother line. Or the brother pair. That's to the top of the slot. A save made off the left pad of Burdick off of Fournette. Colin Seubert trying to keep it in, and now onto the stick of Fisher. He'll chip it in. Battle with Krista. Chased down there by Austin Fournette. Middlestead on the forecheck back for Reed Molsky. He'll try and go DD, and Krista intercepts it. Krista to the red line, looking for the pass right on the tape of Fournette. His shot is wide and paddled aside by Burdick. That one backhanded and still loose. Molsky will roll it forward for Johnny Weiss. And that's back out. A big collision in open ice, and here comes Johnny Weiss. Weiss gets around, gets a little bit of a hip check, keeps it on his stick, and he'll roll it in. That allows Miller and Molsky to get back on the ice. Grady Miller goes to his knees, keeps it on his stick. Now Molsky can't quite get there. That's dumped all the way down. That'll be waved off, no icing, and Burdick will play it. And that's a play and a save made. Rebound off the side of the net. Still loose. Still loose. Where is it? Fleece behind the net. Schrader clears it back down the ice. Chased down there by Elijah Burmeister. Shots 12-8 Spash with 3 minutes to go here in the first. That one right on the blue line. Molsky drops it for Miller. Miller through traffic. A shot save made by Brovold. He's trying to find it, and it's in his pads. He'll stop play with 2:47 to go here in the first. Schrader will take the draw. Fletcher Schrader, and he'll win it back for Benny Abbott. He'll just wire it around, and he'll play behind the net. Looking for Westrick up the right side in the corner. Played back there by Aiden Sy. Up there as well, New Richmond up 2-0 on Wausau West after one. Something to keep an eye on as well. New Richmond, again, the lowest seed remaining in the tournament in either division. Or, sorry, I should say Division 1. Carroll backhands it up the wing, and nobody watching it. And Blackwell just a backhanded behind the net. Carroll again. Ostricki knocks it away. Here's Fletcher Schrader. He gets knocked off the puck as they'll tie up. Centering save made. Burdick robbery. Easton Skelton had a wide open one-timer from the slot, and Burdick says no. Both goaltenders have been phenomenal as Abbott offside with 1:56 remaining here in the first. We have seen some incredible saves from both young men here in this first period. Face-off. Fisher will get it into the zone. Final 2 minutes here of the first. 1-0 Chippewa Falls on the goal by Johnson. Flees through some traffic. Brovo trying to find it. The rebound still loose. Where is it? Still loose. And it's sent wide into the corner. Fleece pinches, keeps it in. Here's Fisher behind the net. Wrap around. And we got a whistle and a slashing call. On the Cardinals. And the A-Bear going right back to the box for the second time on a slashing call at 15:27. We got a Spash power play. Molsky out there with Abbott and Miller, Carroll and Poirier, the D-men, as that's tied up in the skates of the linesmen as they battle. And Poirier will step up. He'll play catch with Carroll. Carroll through some traffic. That's deflected wide. Blocked by Samuel Johnson. Poirier keeps it in to Abbott. Cross for Carroll. For Poirier through some traffic, tipped on net, and a save made by Brovold. Beckett Carroll keeps it on his stick up the left side. Poirier one-timer through traffic, deflected high. Molsky. Back for Carroll. Back for Poirier. For Miller. Poirier. For Carroll. Miller scores! Grady Miller on the power play ties this one up at 1 as it is a serve pro goal for the Spash Panthers at 16-11. A beautiful passing play, and it is 1-1. Grady Miller, his 75th career goal. Career point number 190 for the senior. And we're tied at 1. Face-off battle at center ice. Krista blows a tire. Fleece battling there along the boards. Westrick. So we'll get the assists here. Carroll and Poirier. Save held there by Brovold. It's Miller from Carroll and Poirier with the time of the Serve Pro goal. Call Serve Pro the number one choice in cleanup and restoration. Serve Pro, it's like it never happened. 34 seconds left here in the first. 19 shots for Spash on net. Yes, Brovold has been under. Again, we thank you for staying with us. Apologies for the technical difficulties. We did have your score 2-1. At the end of 1 here on Zaleski Sports. Glad to have you joining us. Apologies again for the difficulty. Hear from some of our great sponsors here during intermission on Zaleski Sports, brought to you by Huff Favor Real Estate Group.
Meda Custom Apparel, your local source for quality, custom decorated clothing and products. Discover a wide range of products from corporate casual wear to team uniforms, promotional items, sporting goods, and awards. Don't settle for less. With our in-house production, we will make your name or event stand out with custom sports jerseys, branded cooler bags, and personalized can coolers. Celebrate team success with custom awards and promotional items. At Meda Custom Apparel, we put your brand first. Explore your options today at medacustom.com.
I got referred to the orthodontist and I was really nervous, but in my 2-year process, the staff was very welcoming and very kind to me. My brother also had treatment here and he was very happy with the smile. I'd recommend Bruce Orthodontics to all my friends and family that want a beautiful smile just like us.
When I come in for my appointment, the wait is really short. All of the workers are very kind and sweet. They try to make sure that everything in my mouth is just right after my checkup, and Dr. Bruce is very nice.
I'd love the opportunity to meet you and transform your smile.
Call us to set up your free consultation today.
It just makes sense. Mittens carries higher quality furniture from all of your favorite brands because we want you to be proud of your space.
It just makes sense. Mittens carries all of your favorite appliance brands so we can save you money on the products you trust.
It just makes sense that Mittens services what we sell because we want your home to be comfortable and run smoothly.
It just makes sense. Central Wisconsin has shopped at Mittens since 1938 because we have it all.
For the best food in town, look no further than Rock and Roll Cafe on Stanley Street in Stevens Point. This locally owned, 50s-themed diner loves to support their community while providing a full menu of breakfast and lunch options, along with all-day breakfasts and Friday fish fry. Enjoy a fun, family atmosphere with delicious meals made from scratch, including skillets and tasty burgers. Dine in or take out is welcome, Mondays through Saturdays from 7 a.m. to 3 p.m. Treat yourself to a mouth-watering experience at the Rock and Roll Cafe on Stanley Street in Stevens Point.
Again, we thank you for joining us here at the first intermission. Apologies for the technical difficulties. Somehow the internet went out on us, but it looks like we're reset and we're good to go here. So we did unfortunately miss the second goal, looks like, but Teddy Westrick was able to get a rebound in on the backhand. We will have a highlight for that one coming up later tonight, later either tonight or tomorrow morning as well. For this one, it is 2-1 Spash after 1, and we thank you all for being with us here. Teddy Westrick at 16:55 got the goal as Spash leads in the game 2-1, and the shots 21. 10 update as well over at Marathon Park. New Richmond 3-1 on Wausau West. Winner of that game, the winner of this game will play on Tuesday. If it's New Richmond, it would be either here or in Chippewa Falls. If it's Wausau West, that game would be at Marathon Park in Wausau. So we'll keep you guys updated on that one as well as we can as well. We're glad to have you joining us this evening as the ice being cleaned by the Zamboni. I say it every broadcast I do here in a hockey rink. You get a chance, go and thank your local Zamboni driver. Give him a high five. Get them a bottle of water or a soda. Thank them for the job they do, getting the ice nice and clean here, whether it's at KB Willett, at Ice Hawks Arena, Marathon Park, at Hobbs, where the sectional final will be. Just give them a big old high five, give them a hug, and thank them. It is intermission here, 2-1 your score. We'll have all of the stats and summaries on the way as you're watching high school hockey. It is regional final action on Zaleski Sports, brought to you by Hoff Favor Real Estate Group.
So, after a couple years of this, it's time for more money and better opportunities. That's where Mid-State Technical College comes in.
Are you a born leader? Is hospitality your thing? Maybe you're into efficiency. Or do you love building teams? No matter your path, we've got cutting-edge classes with field-trained professionals and better tuition options. So stop getting by and level up today.
Hey, you're tuned in to Better Halves.
Skip, I love my hometown, and I want a health plan that feels the same way. So, what are your favorite local date spots?
Oh, yeah, I know like all the date spots in Eau Claire.
Ooh.
Jane, I'm Steve from security. I've lived here in Wisconsin my whole life, and that means I understand your health coverage needs better.
By the way, Doug, it's Eau Claire. I have a dozen Eclairs in my dressing room.
Does your roof need attention? Don't replace it, restore it with Seamless Commercial Roofing. Our process is guaranteed and a fraction of the cost of replacement with no downtime. When your roof needs attention, call Seamless Commercial Roofing in Marshfield. Is it time to replace your old gutters? Call Schwartz Seamless Gutters and protect your home with new seamless technology. No seams, no leaks. With free estimates in 2 days or less and workmanship guaranteed, our service is as seamless as our gutters.
Is your business, church, or organization getting a fair deal on your copier contracts? Do you even know how much you're spending? Bauer & Fine Business Technologies has been in the office technology industry for 70 years. We have an award-winning service department, and customers love our fair and flexible service contracts. If you're currently a customer, thank you. If you currently work with one of our competitors, let's talk. We can tell you if you're overpaying or getting a good deal. BBT, we want to be the easiest vendor you work with. b-bt.com.
Intermission continues here. The ice continues to be clean. We'll take a look at the scoring here. It started at 5-12 in the first period. An even strength goal, unassisted. It was junior Samuel Johnson able to solve Zach Burdick, and it's like that was 1-0 Chippewa Falls, and it would stay that way until the final minute. On the power play at 16-11, Grady Miller would tie things up, assisted by his defensemen Beckett Carroll and Jerome Poirier. And then at 16:55, on a rebound, Teddy Westrick was at a backhand one to the open net. He was assisted by Schrader and Schrader, the law firm. Bowe and Fletcher with the 2 assists. 3-1 New Richmond still with 2 minutes left in the second period. Over in Wausau West. So we'll keep you guys updated on that one. Again, that's a big one. The top 3 seeds, all absolutely dynamite teams when you really look at it. SPASH, the 3, Wausau West, the 2, Hudson, the 1. Chippewa Falls is showing they're a very strong team as well. They have been great, and really the biggest story, Andrew Brovold, 19 saves on 21 first period shots for the Cardinals' sophomore netminder, and he has been a gem, and he seems to really like playing on this rink. He's now made 69 saves in 2 games, 2 playoff games here, through 4 periods, and allowed just 3 goals. That has been spectacular. Update as well, I was here early. I shot some highlights, which will come your way later tonight, of the girls' hockey matchup between Wisconsin Valley Union and Northland Pines, and that one, it was tied late a couple of different times. It would go to overtime, and it would be a 4-3 win for the Eagles of Northland Pines. On the game-winning goal by freshman Maya Renkis to give Pines the win in that one. And we'll have highlights for that one coming your way later on tonight. As Zamboni heads off the ice, we're going to take a look at the Zaleski Sports scoreboard in just a couple of moments. Second period is on the way as well as you're watching Regional Final Hockey, brought to you by Hoff Favor Real Estate Group on Zaleski Sports.
At Nicolet Bank, a great rate isn't new or trendy. Our Real Rewards checking has offered 3.00% annual percentage yield since 2011, earning customers over $30 million in interest. Join your friends and neighbors in experiencing Real Rewards checking and get excited to earn 3% more. See terms and apply at NicoletBank.com. Nicolet Bank. Real people, real conversations.
Buy 3 and get 1 free is back at Sherrill Tire and Auto Service. Plus, get up to $100 back on a select set of 4 installed Goodyear tires when you use the Goodyear credit card through February 27 at Sherrill Tire and Auto Service. Find your location at SherrillTire.com.
Want to save even more at Fleet Farm? Sign up for Fleet Rewards for exclusive offers and deals. Earn points every time you shop. 500 points gets you a $5 reward. It's free and easy to sign up, in-store or online. Plus, earn rewards even faster with the Fleet Rewards credit card. Get 4 times the points every time you use your Fleet Rewards credit card. Start shopping and start saving even more with Fleet Rewards at Fleet Farm.
Looking to buy flooring today? Shop R&R Flooring and Furniture. We have more flooring in stock and ready to go than the big box stores. Over 250,000 square feet.
That's right, over 250,000 square feet of luxury vinyl planking carpet in over 150 colors.
R&R guarantees you will find what you're looking for at a price you won't find anywhere else.
Grab your new floor today or schedule an installation.
When it comes to flooring, furniture, and mattresses,
it's easy.
Come to R&R Flooring and Furniture today. That's all it takes.
First intermission starting to wind down. We'll take a look at the Zaleski Sports scoreboard going on tonight. We'll start on the rink. We'll go into Menominee as Black River Falls leads the Mustangs 2-1 early in the second period, about 6 minutes in. So 2-1, Black River Falls up on Menominee. Of course, this game here, 2-1 after 1 for SPASH. On the basketball court, boys basketball in Wisconsin Rapids. Athens leading Assumption 50-42, 3 quarters through there. Girls basketball in Stratford, Auburndale leading the Tigers 42-35. About 7 minutes to go there. Boys basketball, Bonduel up 10 on Amherst, 66-56, about 2 minutes to go there. Girls basketball went final just a little bit ago as Marathon took down Edgar 58-45. Girls basketball over in Pittsville went final as well just a little bit ago as Pacelli went to Pittsville to take on the Panthers. Give you guys a score in just a moment once can load it up. And it was all Cardinals. Get the final. 82-56, the final there. Basketball as well. Girls basketball, Assumption took down Newman Catholic. 56-34. And Stratford Schwamigan played in boys basketball, and it was, I'm guessing, a Stratford win in that one. So we get set for the second period here. Again, glad to have you joining us. It's a great crowd. Cardinals fans traveled well. Also during the girls' game, the Northland Pines fans traveled really well, and they were fired up. It was fun to talk to them and talk to the coaches and interview. It was a great game for this one as the teams take the ice. Burdick and Brovold heading back toward the net. Burdick stopped 9 of 10 shots that he saw. Brovold stopped 19 of 21. As we get set for the second period, might as well have salt on the roads is wreaking havoc on your vehicle. Stop at Tommy's Express Car Wash. Not only does salt make your car look nasty and cause damage to the vehicle, so keep it clean with help of the Tommy Club membership. That's unlimited washes for one low monthly price. Weston, Wausau, Plover, and Stevens Point. Download the app today for 1 month free. Free vacuums, free automatic mat washers, and all in less than 2 minutes. Getting set for the second period. Here in this one, it'll be Molsky against Matthew Frenette. Face-off one, and we're back underway. That's tipped in, and here's Miller. He'll drop it off. Molsky shoots, scores! Grant Molsky, 9 seconds in, makes it 3-1. Wow, what a start. He goes over the right shoulder and in. Goal number 37 and 121 in his career. Face-off won again by SPASH. Here's Poirier with it over for Fleece. He'll chip it in, and Miller will tip it on net. Brole's got the dive for it. Rebound sent wide. And here's Dane Krista. He'll drop it off for Abear. Abear back for Krista. Krista gets around Poirier and just dumps it off the back of the net. Here's Fournette. He'll bounce toward the wing. Bo Schrader with the secondary assist, so it's Molsky from Miller and Schrader. Second 2-point night for Bo Schrader as he throws a hit in the corner. Now on a long pass, bouncing toward the blue line for Beckett Carroll. For Ostricki. That one chipped, and here comes Logan Ostricki. He dumps it in as touched by Schrader, and he'll be back behind the net. Austin Fournette turns it over. Fletcher Schrader back to the point. Ostricki back for Carroll. One-timer tipped and scores! Teddy Westrick's got his second. It's 4-1. At 1:10, another Serve Pro goal for SPASH. Here's Westrick again. He'll drop it off for Abbott. Another one paddled away by Brovold. And they're saying that Carroll got that one clean. It was not touched. So I'm going to look at that one. I thought Westrick touched that one. But either way, right now it's Carroll's goal. And Fletcher Schrader makes it 5-1. My, oh my. 1:35 time of the goal for Fletcher Schrader. 5-1, another Serve Pro goal. (5-1) SPASH at 15:20. So 3 goals in 95 seconds. As here comes Middlestat. Wow. That one blockered away. Unassisted by Fletcher Schrader. As here's Weiss. Here's Fisher. He'll backhand one, save made by Brovold. Molsky and Ostricki now. As he battles for the puck, Middlestat there, wrap around for Fisher, still is poking at it. Another save made. Weiss from the slot, wires one, blocker save. So battle in the corner. Back behind the net, SPASH get a partial change in and get the Molsky line out. Poirier back out there as well. Now on the run. Burmeister will just bounce it in. That's steered away by Burdick. It was not on net, no shot. Miller drops it for Grant Molsky. Molsky's going to go 1-on-2. And a great stick check there by Austin Fournette. Still loose, forehand, trying to drop it off. And that's back behind the net. Bo Schrader there. They'll battle, and Molsky will just slowly roll it back to the point for Jerome Poirier. He'll take one right through traffic that, I don't know if that was a save or just got blocked by 4 or 5 different guys. That's cleared all the way down. Poirier will chase it down. Shots now 29-10. 8-0 here in the period already. Miller skates in onside. Loses it for Bo Schrader. He'll bounce one on net, still loose. And that one poked away by Brovold. Puck on edge. Here comes Krista. He'll put one on net, and Burdick will stop and hang on to it. 13:02 to go. So as of right now, that fourth goal is Carroll from Ostricki. I'm going to watch it back and see if I can get a view of it. From up here, I thought Teddy Westrick got a piece of it, but right now it is Beckett Carroll's goal. That one bouncing forward. And now into the near corner. Westrick back out there for Abbott. Abbott takes a shot and he fires that one high and bounces off the top of the net. Fletcher Schrader's still there. He'll go to the point for Carroll. He'll take his time, wires one, and flashing the glove to make the catch is Drew Brovold. Again, keep an eye on the other game. 3-1 New Richmond after 2 against Wausau West. So that game will get done before this one, so we'll be able to know the opponent for the winner of this game probably sometime either during the intermission or early in the third period here. That's backhand behind the net for Schrader. Abbott. Schrader shoots. Save made and then steered back into the corner. Burmeister, Westrick plays it back up the left wing. Sweeping it and keeping it in. Carroll has a pass blocked and it's still loose. Here's Westrick. Another one on net, save made off the stick of Brovold. Abbott tries to drop it off. Westrick wasn't there and it's played up to the right wing. That one bouncing forward and tipped ahead by Colin Buchanan. Carroll back skates long range for Abbott. Abbott backhand sauce for Westrick. He'll skate in. Potential 2-on-1 developing. Westrick trying to center it. A block there by Fournette. That one popped forward into the slot, and here comes Matthew Fournette. Long pass. Now Middlestat with it right back. With that line with Weiss and Fisher. That one chipped behind the net by Fisher, looking for a centering attempt. Back from Molsky. Looking to the corner. Fisher battling there. Played back, kept in on a diving play by Zach Ostricki. He'll pitchfork one, glove down by Middlestat. Bouncing puck and kept in. Here's Fisher. That one banked forward and down. That'll be an icing. And with 11:04 to go. Shots 12-1 in the period for the Panthers. Marisol Infinity Exteriors is installing peace of mind with roofing, siding, and windows that are built to last. Saving our communities from unscrupulous contractors that guarantee quality you can trust. Molsky will take the draw against Zachary Black. And he'll win it cleanly back to the blue line for Reed Molsky, who takes a monster hit behind the net. Backhand one wide from Miller. Molsky battling off the side of the net with Carter Johnson. Molsky drops it for Schrader, and that's blocked again. They're trying to clear it, but it's bouncing off of Molsky. Miller keeps it now. He'll chip it forward for Grant Molsky. For Miller, that's going to be off of his backhand and turned over for Easton Skelton. He'll skate in, up the left wing, gets around Ostricki. Drops it off. Shot. Burdick is there. And he's going to stop and hang on to it. It's in his pads with 10:28 on the clock. Here's old Nicolay Banks offering personal banking at its best location. Stevens Point, Wausau, Colby, Medford, Edgar, and Merrill. Learn more, nicolaybank.com. Now here is Thomas Oswald out there with Bolton and Deedy. Fourth line for SPASH. Jace Deedy back for Fleas. He'll fire one through the traffic and a save made by Brovold. Oswald. Bolton takes a hit from Burmeister, but he's able to dump it in. Fournette battling is, here is Austin Fournette. That one played in. Looking to get one on net, now turned over. Here's Bolton. He's going to bank one forward for Oswald. Thomas Oswald Trying to get around, and he can't quite, but it allows a partial change. Lets Schrader and Abbott get on the ice. That one banked all the way down. No icing as Fournette behind the net. Fletcher Schrader, and that's loose, and the slot save made, tipped wide. Burdick got a piece, I think the first one. Second one with the rebound tipped wide as Fletcher Schrader to the red line. He'll skate it in. He'll drop it for Benny Abbott, back for Schrader. Shot. That got a piece of the blocker into the corner. Logan Ostricki bouncing puck. Just going to one-hand it over for Beckett Carroll. Watching that one back, Carroll was first through, so Carroll's going to get the goal. That made it 4-1. He takes a shot right off the mask of Brovold, who has to shake that one off. Knocked down. Westrick will just send it in from center ice for Aiden Sy. Here's Carter Johnson, and that's off of Johnny Weiss. Ostricki, another long pass. Middlestad turns it over, but it was offside. It just got out of the zone with 8:17. Shots 37-13. In the period, it's already 16-3, the shots on Brovold. Middlestad will take the draw against Black. And Middlestad will win that one right back for Ostricki. That one chipped in by Fisher. He goes to the ice and turned over for Burmeister. And here comes Zachary Black in up the left wing. He'll roll one back wide of the net. Fisher is there trying to bake one and not out. Ostricki, though, on the coverage is there. And now here's Fisher. He'll take the long-range pass. Can't be knocked down by Weiss. No, and it will be an icing to bring things back down. Rizzola for your home with the best from home furniture. Sofas, sectionals, beds, recliners, lighting, tables, rugs, and more. Home Furniture. Locations Grand Avenue, Wisconsin Rapids, and Post Road in Plover. This game turned on its head 95 seconds into the game, into the second period. SPASH scored 3 back-to-back goals. Westrick, Carroll, and Fletcher Schrader. Molsky, Carroll, and Fletcher Schrader. Centering attempt, that's knocked down. Fournette. Be rolled back behind. They're going to cycle and a shot save. May have got a piece of the post. Oh, as well. That was Krista. Reed Molsky pivots away. Looks to break one back. Home run pass from Molsky. That's going to be tipped and not touched. It'll be an icing to bring things back. 7:21 on the clock here in the second period. Samuel Johnson scored unassisted at 5:12 of the first. And since then, SPASH has scored 5 unanswered. Fleece. That's going to be through. Burmeister not able to keep it in. Now up Abbott. Battles with Schrader, and Benny Abbott's going to try and get it back, and he's going to poke it in. Is he onside? He is not. And it's knocked back and just fired in by Samuel Johnson, but he can't get it into the zone. Westrick and Schrader, that'll be an offside. 7 minutes exactly on the clock here in the second. Now one knocked away. Abbott gets on the stick of Westrick. Westrick will skate in up the right side. He'll back skate. That one looked to be gloved down. It's Fletcher Schrader now with it. Poirier pinching, keeps it in. Sy, that's gloved down by Schrader, but then picked up there by Carter Johnson. Johnson looking to get a screener, and that's a save made by Burdick. They can't clear it though, and here comes now Abbott's out with it. And he skates in offside. Westrick couldn't keep that back foot. We'll get a neutral zone faceoff. Update as well, end of 2, Hudson 5, Tomahawk 3. So true to form, that's some 80s hockey up in Hudson tonight. Stepping up is Carroll. That's knocked down off the stick of Weiss. Now, here comes Johnson again to light wing for Krista. Trying to drop in for Johnson, and maybe got a piece of the blocker of Burdick. Carroll. All the way in for Fisher. And Burmeister there to use the lines with a little bit of a pick. And knock that one away. It goes right back for Ostricki. He comes in onside. Ostricki. Shot fanned on. Weiss trying to keep it in. He can. Here comes Krista. 3-on-1. Fournette. Centering. One-timer and a save made by Burdick. Burdick played the pass, not the shot, and is able to get across and make the stop. Big time play there in a 3-on-1. You can let me know at intermission or something. 5.5 to go here in the second period. Shots 37-16, Spash 16-6 here in the period. But some sustained pressure now for the Cardinals, and now Spash looking to break out with that top line. Molsky onto the tape of Bo Schrader. He's got Molsky cutting to the net, tipped, and a save made off the left pad of Brovold. He needed every bit of his 6'2 frame to make that one. Johnson dangles around into some skates, a shot, and that's wide into the skates of Bo Schrader, and he gets taken out by the puck. That one rolls through the blue paint. Here comes Grady Miller out with it. Miller gets it banked off the stick of Seubert. And dumped behind the net. That one off the top of the net, still loose. Schrader, now Miller in the corner. He'll bank one high and kicked aside by Molsky, or by Ostricki to keep it in. Miller gets erased there. Shot save made again. Rebound, Molsky has it, back for Fleece. Fleece to the slot, wires one, tipped high. 4.5 to go here in the second. Here's Bo Schrader for Molsky. He's going to walk into one, tries to go 5-hole. Brovo trying to find it, and now we got some pushing and shoving. And we're going to get some, I think we're probably going to get some penalties here. Molsky came in with a poke at the end, and that drew a crowd. Burmeister was the first one in. He was not happy with Grant Molsky. And we'll see if we get any infractions from this kerfuffle. I'm guessing we're gonna have coincidentals, it looks like. So Miller and Burmeister going to the box for a roughing each. At 12:45. And they're still going at it in the penalty boxes. They're talking. Fleece will chip it in. He's got with Oswald and Dede. Smash getting a fourth line shift in. Here's Oswald. That's poke checked away there by Fournette. That one banked all the way back for Fleece on the point. For Oswald. Shot tipped through the paint. So Miller's going to get a slashing call. It'll be a roughing call and a slashing call. Fournette takes a big hit, takes it down to the ice with Fleece. This game's starting to get a little chippy now with the 5-1 score. That one banked all the way down. Fleece has it. Into the skates of Oswald. That's chipped back, and Jace Dede with it. He'll bank it in on the backhand. And that'll be an offside. Marzolo, for 90 years, Valley Communities Credit Union has been part of your hometown team. Local, trusted, strong Valley Communities Credit Union, where community comes first. Federally insured by NCUA. Here's Logan Ostricki. He dumps it, takes a hit. Westrick skates in on side on the right wing for Schrader. Fletcher Schrader gets it around, leaves it for Westrick. Westrick trying to get to the backhand, can't do it. That's cleared all the way down. That will be an icing. with 2:56 on the clock. Shots 42 to 18. So 21 shots in each period so far for SPASH. (21-8) here in the period for the Panthers, the shot totals. Brovold has made 37 saves. Westrick with it. Abbott. He'll wire one that's knocked down in front. Fletcher Schrader keeps it on his stick, takes a big hit. He's going to get a penalty called here on Cyan. Westrick gets right there with him, and now here we go. Carter Johnson gets involved. Abbott gets involved. Pushing and shoving all over the place. And we'll see what all penalties come out of this one. It's going to be Aiden Sy going off. The question is 2 or 5. I got to think probably just 2. Abbott going in as well. So Benny Abbott also in the box. Captain's talking with our officials about what exactly is going on the clock. So 2 minutes are going to go on for Abbott. And 5 minutes for Sy. So a 5-minute major on Aiden Sy, who's number 34, not 35. Our officials skate away. SPASH is going to get a power play out of this. Oh, no, we'll be 4-on-4 for 2 minutes, and then it'll be a 3-minute power play that cannot be stopped with the major. Face-off is won by Chippewa Falls. Five minutes for boarding. That one's centered and missing back to neutral ice. So Abbott. And a cross check called on Abbott. So Abbott with a cross check as Burdick holds on to that one. And a 5-minute boarding call on Aiden Sy. .2:12 to go. Still 3-1? 8 minutes left? Yeah, 8:44 left. Face-off taken by Jackson Fleece. That's poked away and chased down by Jerome Poirier. Banks for Middlestat at the red line. He'll drop it for Fletcher Schrader, spinning away. Schrader drops it for Poirier. He would face-off dot, shot save made by Brovold. That one dumped all the way down. That'll be an icing. Minute 43 to go. Ostricky back for Carroll. Back for Grady Miller, who's back out of the box. For Ostricky, he'll wire one and a save made again. Brovold's the only thing keeping this game within 4 goals right now. He's given a 5, but he has been good. Ostricky with a nice move, gets it for Miller. He's got Molsky trailing him. He looks to drop it off, but he turns it back over. Back for Carroll on the point. Carroll back for Miller. That's knocked down. Miller one-hands it back for Ostricky. We're in the final minute. Miller walks into one, wires one, caught and held by Brovold. Update as well. Down in McFarland, just a fun little stat. McFarland beat Wapaka 7-1, but Wapaka's goaltender Jamison made 65 saves in that one. Tomahawk chipping away, down 1 against Hudson. Still 4-on-4. Schrader ties up the draw. Middlestat leaves it back behind the net. Frenette will pivot away, look to bank one high off the glass, and back. That is kept in. Middlestat will just dump it back in with 40 seconds left, and now a power play for SPASH as Abbott out of the box. That one banked down. Carter Johnson and Fleece will race for it. So SPASH have 3 minutes left on the major penalty. Again, that cannot be stopped by a goal. They're going to have, and that's going to be the full 3 minutes will be served. Zach Ostricki keeps it in, rolls it back for Middlestat for Fletcher Schrader, and that'll be cleared down by Carter Johnson. 10 seconds left here in the second period. That's dropped off. Ostricki will just hang on to it, and he'll make one home run pass for Middlestat, tipped in, and that'll end the second period. So after 2, it's 5-1 SPASH. Shots 45-18. As Burdick made 8 saves, Brovo made 21. We'll have all of your scoring and all the summaries on the way on Zaleski Sports. It's Regional Final Hockey brought to you by Hoff Favor Real Estate Group.
If you ask us, picking out new furniture should be fun, and when you work with us, it is. Home Furniture's free design assistance in your home or in our store. We make the process as easy as possible by helping you envision what your furniture and your room will look like. What inspires you? Visit Home Furniture today to create a single sofa or an entire room. We'll help you bring it all together. Dream it, create it, love it. Home Furniture's free design assistance, West Grand Avenue, Wisconsin Rapids, and Post Road in Plover.
Excuse me, is this carpet stain resistant?
No, doesn't seem like it is. Sorry.
For advice from real flooring experts and huge savings on stain-resistant flooring, visit Carpet One. Carpet One Floor and Home. Right now at your local Carpet One, you can get help from our flooring experts while saving big and enjoying special financing on beautiful floors for your home. Come see us today.
Are you tired of being a boring old tree, bird, or mythical war hero? Find the right job for you at Express Employment. Stop today and discuss positions that fit your abilities and qualifications, leading you to the perfect job. Always local, always strategically selected to match your skill set with local employers. There's a perfect job out there. Let Express Employment professionals help you find it. In Wausau, Stevens Point, Medford, and Marshfield. Find jobs and apply online at expresspros.com.
The quality materials that was used when the house was built were below builder grade. I wanted to do something a little exciting, add a little bit of color, a little bit of texture. The Infinity team took time to get to know us. He wanted to know what we wanted. Once he saw my design, he says, well, let's make this happen. It's a big project. Just changed the whole look of the house, and it looks like a brand new home. The Infinity team treated us like we were their family. I would recommend Infinity to anybody.
Second intermission underway again. We're going to keep you guys updated as much as we can, watching the feed over at Marathon Park. It's 3-2 New Richmond, about 5 minutes to go over in Wausau. Again, winner of that game, winner of this game, meet on Tuesday. Location to be determined depending on the result of that game. The scoring here in the second period all happened in the first 90 seconds, or 95 seconds. It started 9 seconds into the second period. Grant Molsky from Grady Miller and Bo Schrader made it 3-1. At a minute 10, so 1 minute later, Beckett Carroll got on the board from Logan Ostricki. And then 25 seconds after that, unassisted, Fletcher Schrader made it 5-1, and that score would hold the rest of the period as Brovold would make save after save, big save after big save for Chippewa Falls. He has stopped 40 of 45 shots through 2 periods. So he has stopped, going back 5 periods on this rink in playoff action, 88 shots. Going back to last year, that is, 1, that's got to hurt, but 2, that's just incredible. SPASH leads 5-1. There's going to be 2:21 of power play time after the penalty on Cy to start the third period. As SPASH will look to add on. Again, that's a major penalty. A goal will not end the power play in that third period. We'll keep you guys updated as well. Again, over in Wausau. Also, update Tomahawk now 6-5 up on Hudson. This is going down to the wire in Hudson and in Wausau. And maybe down to this one as well. We'll keep you guys updated all over the course of throughout that time as well, and how the matchups will look going into next Tuesday for these sectionals. Glad to have you joining us again. We'll take a look at the Zaleski Sports scoreboard again one more time as the second intermission continues. It's 5-1 SPASH over Chippewa Falls in this regional final hockey game on Zaleski Sports, brought to you by Hoff Favor Real Estate Group.
Hello, Wisconsin. Phelps Dairy Store in Stevens Point is your spot for family fun. Wisconsin style at the farm. Come have an ice cream or some of their daily made fresh cheese curds while observing the robotic barn milking the cows. Ask for a tour of the farm or let the kids see the cows up close. Various Wisconsin-made dairy and beef products, seasonal decor, and outdoor activities are just the start of the family fun that awaits you at the Phelps Dairy Store, just a half mile from Walmart in Stevens Point. Phelps Dairy Store, food, family, and fun.
The littlest thing of walking or just being able to get around the community or walk to the grocery store or walk around the grocery store is just something little, but that is such an impactful thing, I think, to the patient to say, okay, well, I have 5 other things, but you were able to just help me with one of them. And I think that is gratifying for me personally, just to help even one small aspect of their life.
Looking for a place where everyone feels at home? Welcome to Point Brewery, your family-friendly tap room with something for everyone. From a wide variety of local brews to classic Point sodas for the kids, we've got the perfect pour for everyone. Craving a bite? We've got hot, cheesy Portesi pizzas ready when you are. Whether you're hanging out inside or soaking up the sun in our outdoor beer garden, there's space to unwind. Planning a celebration? Reserve our private event room and make it a gathering to remember. Point Brewery, good times, great taste, all on tap.
Good evening, folks. Matt LePay here. Ridgetop Exteriors is kicking off your roof replacement like pros. Old shingles off, decking down, ice and water guard set. Textbook protection. Underlayment follows. Sealed tight like an O-line. Valleys flashed. Shingles installed row by row. Captain ventilated. The crew scoops every nail, leaving no yard marker behind. This project's wrapped. Your turn to call the play at ridgetopexteriors.com.
Your intermission continues. You're trying to give you guys as many updates as I can. Superior leading Eau Claire Memorial 4-2. So we're trying to keep an eye on. Looks like it might be 3-3. Hard to tell. But we'll keep you guys updated as well as we can. And over in Wausau, either way, great battle for New Richmond in that one as well, as the ice continues to be cleaned. We'll take a look at the... So this was recently from a broadcaster there. At 4.5 to go in the third, it was 3-2. So we'll keep you guys updated on that one, as well as, again, now it is 3-3 with 3 minutes left. Big thanks to Braden Bullis keeping me updated. So it is 3-3, Wausau West and New Richmond late in that one. Other games, again, on these Zaleski Sports scoreboard tonight. It is third period in Menominee, 5-3 Menominee. Up on Black River Falls. Girls basketball action. Assumption took it on Newman Catholic. Stratford took down Schwamigan. Pacelli took down Pittsville. Marathon took down Edgar. Bondwell and Amherst boys went at it earlier, and it was Bondwell 73-65 winners there. Girls basketball, Stratford and Auburndale went head-to-head. So we can get an update on that one. That one went final. And Auburndale, 53-52 winners up on Stratford. And also in boys basketball, Athens and Assumption went head-to-head. Over in Wisconsin Rapids. I'm going to give you guys an update there. I'm guessing that one also went final earlier, and it was Athens, 74-59 winners. So as the clock continues to wind down, there'll be 2:21 of power play time. Once the third period begins, SPASH up 5-1 as you're watching regional final hockey on Zaleski Sports, brought to you by Hoff Favor Real Estate Group.
Vehicle maintenance is vital to your day-to-day life. That's why Auto Select of Stevens Point reminds you to be sure to schedule regular oil changes, tire rotations, and general inspections to keep your vehicle in great shape. Let the helpful, friendly staff at Auto Select ensure your vehicle continues to keep you and your passengers safe on the roads, as well as keep your vehicle functioning the way it was intended. For quality, dependable automotive care from service experts, place your trust in Auto Select of Stevens Point. At Auto Select, you're good to go.
Meda Custom Apparel, your local source for quality, custom decorated clothing and products. Discover a wide range of products from corporate casual wear to team uniforms, promotional items, sporting goods, and awards. Don't settle for less. With our in-house production, we will make your name or event stand out with custom sports jerseys, branded cooler bags, and personalized can coolers. Celebrate team success with custom awards and promotional items. At Meda Custom Apparel, we put your brand first. Explore your options today at medacustom.com.
I got referred to the orthodontist and I was really nervous, but in my 2-year process, the staff was very welcoming and very kind to me. My brother also had treatment here and he was very happy with his smile. I'd recommend Ruth Orthodontics to all my friends and family that want a beautiful smile just like us.
When I come in for my appointment, the wait is really short. All of the workers are very kind and sweet. They try to make sure that everything in my mouth is just right after my checkup, and Dr. Bruce is very nice.
I'd love the opportunity to meet you and transform your smile.
Call us to set up your free consultation today.
It just makes sense. Mittens carries higher quality furniture from all of your favorite brands because we want you to be proud of your space.
It just makes sense. Mittens carries all of your favorite appliance brands so we can save you money on the products you trust.
It just makes sense that Mittens services what we sell because we want your home to be comfortable and run smoothly.
It just makes sense. Central Wisconsin has shopped at Mittens since 1938 because we have it all.
Everyone's heart rate is rising here as we're keeping an eye on things. About a minute left in regulation. It's 3-3. Wausau West and New Richmond. Again, the winner of that game will play the winner of this game next week. SPASH up 5-1 here, looking to end it. Some updates as well. Northland Pines, 10-2 winners up on Rhinelander. River Falls, 9-1 over West Salem. Baldwin Woodville, 3-2 over Marshfield. Amory, 5-1 over Spooner. McFarland, 7-1 over Wapaka. Ashland, 9-1 in their game as well. Late third, Tomahawk 6-5 on Hudson. Superior, 5-2 on Memorial. Bay Area 2-1 Notre Dame late in the third. Menominee 5-2 Black River Falls. Neenah 6-0 on West Bend. Pacelli 2-0 on Anago. So we'll keep an eye. Again, we'll keep things updated here. See, it might be going to overtime over at Marathon Park as Chippewa Falls has taken the ice, and so have the SPASH Panthers as we get set for the third period here on Zaleski Sports. And Stevens Point Orthopedics is proud to provide complimentary sports physicals to Central Wisconsin athletes this winter. Call 715-344-0701 to schedule your appointment. 715-344-0701. Both teams take out, and Cy going back into the box. And it is going to overtime in Wausau. So sudden death at Marathon Park between Wausau and New Richmond. That game 3-3. Molsky out there to take the draw against Frenette. Face-off won by the Panthers, and we're back underway. Poirier It's intercepted by Krista. He tries to turn in. He can't. Here's Poirier now with it. His bouncing puck onto the stick of Abbott, who's going to be in that first line this third period on the left wing. Back for Beckett Carroll, who's getting the start here in this third period as well. Miller back for Poirier. Drops it for Carroll. Back for Jerome Poirier. He'll take a shot, tipped, and may have gotten a piece of Brovold, and they did give him a save on that one. Here's Molsky. He'll take one through some traffic, and another save made. Abbott trying to bank one in off him. That'll be dumped back down, all the way down. No icing, and we play on. Molsky shoots, and what a save. Almost got behind him, but Brovold's able to stay strong and make the stop. SPASH still on this power play. And then it was essentially a 3-minute power play because it was 2 minutes of 4-on-4. Miller for Poirier, one-timer. That's blocked out in front by Frenette. I should say there wasn't icing because it was a power play. Abbott with it now. He'll skin up the left wing and dump it in. About a minute left on the penalty. Abbott trying to roll it forward, and that'll just be cleared back down. Here's Fleas in on the rush. He'll stop, wheel back. Drops it for Fletcher Schrader. For Ostricky. Ostricky for Bo Schrader. A shot and a save made. Back for Schrader. Fletcher Schrader drops it for Fleas. Fleas through traffic. Rebound. Ostricky scores. Ostricky on the power play pops the water bottle, and it's 6-1. Another serve pro goal for the Panthers at 3 minutes here or 2 minutes, I should say, in the third period. For Logan Ostricky, the senior. He gets his 11th of the year. Up there as well, the final score over in Superior. Superior 5-2 over Eau Claire Memorial. Another upset brewing over in Green Bay. Notre Dame down 2-1 to the Bay Area Co-op, and that's going to be right through Molsky. And here, or Ostricky, here's Reed Molsky. He'll backhand it for Zach Ostricky. So here's Fisher. So it is Ostricky from Middlestat and Fleece. It's going to be Fletcher Schrader with the primary assist. We're back to full strength, 5-on-5. Now he banked back towards center, backhanded to the blue line. Reed Molsky for Weiss, who tries to chip it in. He can. That's going to be tipped away by Zach Ostricky. Play back for, and it sounds like West might have just won. So it looks like we're going, whoever wins this game is going to Marathon Park. 4-3 Wausau West. And Hudson just took a 7-6 lead on Tomahawk. Fisher. That's kipped in the corner. Fisher still there. Bo Schrader. Here's Molsky. He'll pivot. Takes one through some traffic. That's tipped high and wide. Bo Schrader, though, chases it back down. That's poked away by Brovold, and Schrader goes crashing into the net. 4 minutes gone by. Your shot's 52-18, as that'll be dumped all the way down for an icing. Update as well. Down goes Notre Dame. So Bay Area takes down Notre Dame. Wausau West, the winners, 4-3 in overtime. They complete the comeback against New Richmond, so the number 2 seed moving on. Winner of this game is heading to Marathon Park on Tuesday. Carroll. For Ostricky, here is Molsky. He'll take a shot, save made. Rebound, Miller, save made again. Zach Ostricky, that one blocked out in front by Frenette. Carroll. He'll walk one of that's got a piece. It looked like the mask again of Brovold. Kept in again. Here's Miller. Ostricky, a shot, scores! It's 7-1 with 12:27 to go. That got tipped on the way in. I don't know if it was by a defender or by a SPASH player. First one through is going to be Ostricky. It's going to be his goal at 4:33. So it's looking like SPASH is exercising the playoff demons. And are on, looks like, very likely on their way to Marathon Park as that's tipped up into the net. And it looks like Hudson completed the comeback as well. So the top 4 seeds are all going to move on into this Division I section. It'll be Hudson and Superior. And so, very likely SPASH and Wausau West next week. Yeah, very thankful to have you joining us tonight, wherever you may be. Westrick for Schrader, in for Abbott. Poirier looking to tip one. Brovold has it. He makes another save. That's number 51 for Brovold. We're going to get a penalty as well. A roughing call on Zachary Black. SPASH going to get a power play. Hudson came back and won. 8-6. Face-off one by Middlestat. Here's Fleas on the power play. Looking to center, looking still loose. Weiss tipping it wide. That's banked back to the point for Ostricky. Carroll with the assist. And Grady Miller on the Ostricky goals. That's cleared all the way down with 11 minutes to go in this one. Ostricky. Here's Middlestat. Middlestat couldn't get it on net. Ostricky keeps it in on the point. He'll backhand one down the boards. Fisher turns it over for Frenette. They'll collide behind the net. Weiss in there as well. Here's Johnny Weiss. Plays it back for Ostricky. Stricky, that's blocked by Frenette. Weiss was on his knees trying to get a shot off. He can't. He'll battle behind the net. That's rolled in, bouncing past Fleesick and down. 44 seconds left on the penalty. Here's Oswald. Oswald with a shot and a save made as we are in a running clock in this one with a 7-1 lead. So again, the top 4 seeds all moving on. It'll be Hudson and Superior, SPASH and Wausau West. The sectional semis. Oswald through some traffic. That's off the top of the glove. Still loose, and we're back to 5-on-5. Shots now 61-18. Carter Smolarek will skate in with it, along with Bolton and Dede, Oswald and Reed Molsky. Oswald will drop it for Smolarek. And he's in offside with 9 minutes to go. So again, some finals around 4-3 Wausau West, 8-6 Hudson, 5-2 Superior over Eau Claire Memorial. And the big upset, the Bay Area Storm taking down Notre Dame 2-1. In tonight as well. And we'll give you guys updated brackets on our social media next couple of days, or really mostly tomorrow, I should say, as Fleece will chip it in. Here's Bolton looking for Dede. He gets knocked off the puck by Johnson. No battle. And we're going to get a penalty, a cross-checking call on and I think Jaron Bolton is going off for a cross-check. .46 time of the infraction. Okay, so we'll get another Chippewa Falls power play. Fournette can walk into one, and he scores. What a shot by Matthew Fournette. That was nasty. He went top corner at 9 minutes. His team high 15th of the season for the junior. We had a late horn. Burdick with another save. He'll hold on. We're going to get a penalty on SPASH again as Fisher's going to go off for a slash. So right back to the power play at 9:09. And that one whistled wide and cleared back down. Burmeister and Krista with the assists on the Fournette goal. Another one, that one blocked by Ostricki. Burmeister at the point for Fournette. He'll try and send it all the way across. That's into the skates of Krista. He'll shoot. As that'll be cleared back down. 7:20 to go. Now it'll be into the bench. Faceoff is going to come into the offensive zone. 7:11 left, and the clock no longer running. Bolton will take the draw. Dominic Marshall out there with him. Smolarek and Fleece on the blue line. His faceoff is won by the Cardinals. That one banked for Fournette. He'll make the long pass for Austin Fournette. He'll drop it for Krista. He's knocked off the puck by Bolton. But Fournette is there into the skates of Bolton. He's going to try and clear it, and that's going to be chipped in by Dane Krista. Cardinals with a chance maybe to set up here. Here's Burmeister. He's going to walk into the top of the slot. Shot, slow shot save made Burdick. Bolton's going to fire one that's not going to be out. Nice play by Krista to keep it in. For Fournette. He'll take a shot, and he scores again. Back-to-back power play goals for Matthew Fournette. 10:24 time of the Cardinal goal. And they're back within 4. And that was all set up by the failed clear. Krista kept it in at the point. And Fournette wired it from the slot. Face-off battle for here comes Westrick. That's poked away by Abear. Now Benny Abbott backbin behind the net for the assists here. Same results. Krista and Burmeister assisting Frenette. Back-to-back power play goals, the exact same scoring. Ostricki can't hang it onto it. It's back in to neutral ice. Cardinals playing hard to the very end. Down 7-3 as Reed Molsky. That one turned over. Another shot. That one blocked off the stick of Easton Skelton. Bouncing to Abbott. Long pass and offside. Schrader was just a little bit early on that one with 5:48 to go here in the third. And as things stand now, it's been chalk tonight in Section 1. We know the one matchup, we know Superior is going to make the trip to Hudson. And the winner of this game will be going to Marathon Park. Take on Wausau West. Marshall, Fisher, and Weiss on the ice. That one banged back towards center ice. Carter Smolarik is there. Weiss will chip it in. Fleece will pin it against the boards. Here's Marshall for Fisher on the left wing. Fisher into the skates of Weiss. He's going to get it onside. He's going to have a back check from Frenette. Frenette looking for the natural hat trick. With nearing 5 minutes to go. Burmeister. That one chipped forward for Molsky. Quickly up the ice for Fisher. Along with Dede out there. Dede in onside. Dede trying to get around. Still loose. It's poked away back toward the point. Weiss. And then Frenette turns it over. Here's Dede. Dede, shot is blocked. And Krista now with it. He'll backhand one back toward Matthew Frenette. He dodges the check from Weiss. Goes crashing into the boards. 4.5 to go. They continue to battle behind the play. Here comes Johnson. Carter Johnson. His shot attempt blocked. Dede wires it all the way around looking for Fisher. Long shift for Ethan Fisher. He gets dumped head over skates, and SPASH will be able to get some more skaters out there. Oswald out there, Bolton out there. Abear battling, and that's going to be sent back behind the net. Here comes Abbott with some speed, and we're going to get an icing all the way down. Face off one, back. Fleece will just clear it. Skating in, a low shot. Save made by Burdick. Almost got behind him. With 3:30 to go, shot 62-24. So 55 saves for Drew Brovold. Of course, stay tuned. We'll have your Nason Dairy post-game show on the ice after the conclusion of this one tonight. So we're 1 quarter past this 9 o'clock hour. I think standing right now, we'll talk with Coach Polkamp. And include all the way back into neutral ice. And offside. Actually going to bring it into the zone. Face-off taken, one by the Panthers. As Fleece into the skates of Weiss. It's been mostly the third and fourth line in this for most of this third period. Since it was 7-1. A couple of power play goals for Fournette. That one turned over and picked off by Samuel Johnson, who had the first goal of the night in the first period. Under 3 to go. As that'll be back toward neutral ice. Here's Krista skating up the left wing. He can walk into a shot save made by Burdick. Official just backhand one out to center ice. Fleece, long play, gloved down by Fournette. But Marshall's able to knock it away there, and Bolton will chip it in. That one turned back over for Carter Johnson. That's going to be dumped all the way down. That'll be an icing with 2 minutes to go. Well, Spash winding this one down to wrap things up. And get themselves ready for a rematch, the rubber match with Wausau West. The sectional semifinal, 2 games. Got to win 2 more to get to state. And the Smashes, if ever describe it, it'd be the revenge tour. Right now, they're ahead of the team that took them out the last 2 years. 2 of their 3 losses, West and Hudson. If chalk holds, would be the ones they would have to get through to get to Middleton, get to the Suter Ice Arena. Reed Molsky for Zach Ostricki. 90 seconds left. So we'll get things situated with our wireless microphone as that's poked up and out of play with 83 seconds to go in this one. And a couple of goals early in the period for Spash with Ostricki, with both Ostrickis getting on the board. And then back-to-back power play goals for Matthew Fournette. It gives our score that we have now 7-3. Battle on the blue line, Weiss with Fisher. Some big hits being thrown, and we've had plenty of pushing and shoving in this game tonight. It's been not a very friendly one at times. As that's played back behind the net. For Burmeister, he's got the 2 primary assists on the 2 power play goals. So we approach the final minutes. Smolarek, that one tipped wide by Dede at the top of the slot. He'll backhand one up the boards for Reed Molsky. Played backhand, that's going to be turned over by Fleece. So I should say Fisher, not Molsky. Fleece will just tip one in near the bench. Burmeister is there. That one tipped all the way down past the goal line. Fleece will just wire it around the boards. And all the way down it goes. Burmeister there, 30 seconds left. Weiss. He'll send it back behind the net. Brovold has a pop over his stick. Fournette is there. Marshall with a shot. Save made and held with 15.9 left. I think that's shot number 64 that it looks like on the scoreboard right now for Brovold. So 19 shots in the period. Two seconds, 1 second, it's over. The Spash Panthers are moving on. They will make a trip to Marathon Park to take the rubber match against Wausau West in the sectional semifinal. They're regional champs tonight, as they will move on and take on their nemesis on Tuesday night. Stay tuned. Your Nason Dairy post-game show is on the way. We'll be down on the ice with Coach Polkamp and a Smash player right here on Zaleski Sports.
Good day. My name is Ken Hyman, and welcome to Nasonville Dairy here in central Wisconsin, Marshfield, Wisconsin, as a matter of fact. Nasonville Dairy actually goes back to 1885. We are the oldest plant in Wood County. When our father brought us here in the early 1960s, we ran 7,500 pounds of milk a day. We now run 1.8 million pounds of milk a day. We buy dairy milk from 200 dairy farmers here in central Wisconsin, produce it, and ship it all over the world. We make a lot of different cheeses. We make cheddar, Colby, Monterey, Farmer's Cheese, Peach Cheese, Quesa Blanca, Quesa de Freer, Seco, Parm, Romano, Asiago, Fontina, Feta Caseri, Caflatiri, Cafla Graviera, 20 different flavors of Monterey, as well as making Edam, Gouda, and Munster. This has allowed us to go to a lot of different countries. Our furthest accounts are now in China, Japan, Canada, Saudi Arabia. We do ship to Mexico, as well as a number of other places throughout the world. This is what we call Cheese Making 101. We tried to walk you through the cheese plant today, and we're in hopes that you see our people, what they're doing, and the amount of work that goes into producing the products that we hope you enjoy. We make a lot of different cheeses. We make cheddar, Colby, Monterey, Farmer's Cheese, Peach Cheese, Quesa Blanca, Quesa de Freer, Seco, Parm, Romano, Asiago, Fontina, Feta Caseri, Caflatiri, Cafla Graviera, 20 different flavors of Monterey, as well as making Edam, Gouda, and Munster. And the cheese be with you.
Back here with your Nasonville Dairy postgame show with our regional champs, SPASH Panthers, and Coach Polkamp. And Coach, they got ahead early, and it seemed like maybe we were looking at just a nemesis for you guys, but the final minute in that first period turned everything around. Talk about that 60-second stretch.
Yeah, we were hounding pucks there. We were getting chances, and we weren't bouncing our way. And we knew if we just kept going over and over again, eventually they were going to go in, and they did.
And really, a goaltender who was diving all over the place, he was making plays, but you guys were able to not only get the final minute in the first minute in the second. I mean, how many times do you see a team score 5 goals in about 2.5 minutes of game time?
Yeah, I don't know if I've seen that ever, but you just give credit to the guys, just keep going, and eventually they're going to go in.
And obviously, the big one that turned the game was his with 5 seconds to go. How big of a goal is that in the final 5 seconds of a period to get the momentum going back into the dressing room and be able to turn the corner and get right back out there?
I mean, that's huge. That's what you need out of your senior leadership from Teddy. He's been playing great all season. We talked about our guys getting to the net, getting to that hard area, and that's what you need out of a senior.
And now your home schedule is done. You got a trip with a rubber match coming your way with a team you know all too well and probably don't like very much. Just talk about the process now going forward into Tuesday, your 2 games from state.
Yeah, just mentally preparing the guys, keeping them locked in, watching video, work on our X's and O's. But our guys will be ready for the challenge.
So, Coach, great win tonight. Good luck, and hopefully, I'm hoping to see you on Tuesday. Teddy Westbrook, House player of the game. He got that goal with 5 seconds left in the first. How big is that on a player's perspective to get that goal that late I saw the energy when you skated down the rink into your student section to just kind of get the lead and really never let go from there.
Yeah, that momentum is huge at the end of the period, going back into the dressing room. That's what we really needed to get going, and that was our spark.
And then I thought you would tip that one in the second, but they gave it to Beckett. I guess you were the screener at least. I guess talk about what you were seeing on that one.
Yeah, Beckett was walking it in from the point. I was working towards the net, and he got it through, and we go get rewarded with a celly in the studio.
And now you turn your attention. Now you're regional champs. You're going to the sectionals. You're 2 games away. Obviously, it's a day at a time for you guys. But how are you as a player going to enjoy this one going forward now that you know what you got to do next week?
I think we're going to take it day by day and enjoy the moment and live in the moment. We're not looking too far ahead. We're just focusing day by day. But this next game coming up is huge for us as a team.
And for you as one of the seniors on this team, what's it been like these past 4 years with these guys, and what's it like been on this home rink for 4 years?
It's a brotherhood, really. It's my second home. I love these guys.
Sounds good. We're doing one last thing. You see your camera right up there. I'll give you this. I'll count you 3, 2, 1. I'm Teddy Westrick. I'm in the house. All right.
I'm Teddy Westrick, and I'm in the house.
Good job, man. Good luck. Teddy Westrick scored with 5 seconds left in the first. That gave SPASH a lead. They would not relinquish, and they are moving on to Marathon Park and a matchup with their nemesis, Wausau West, on Tuesday night. We'll wrap things up here for Ryan Rasmussen. This is Mike Whalen saying so long, everyone. Stay warm, stay safe. We'll talk to you next time, and good night.